Good morning and welcome to Gulfstream today. Brian Nato and Samantha Perry with you on an absolutely picture perfect late fall, uh,
Is it
late
winter?
morning.
Is it? It's not winter yet. No.
Not winter yet, no, right? So late fall and
21st.
late morning. Yeah, 21st. So look at that. Fast main track. Firm turf course. We saw it yesterday. Great to be back on that firm turf course. They did a great job. All the powers that be, because we've been waiting, and it was great to see. Great to see Irad Ortiz Jr. back here yesterday doing his thing with a 4-pack as well.
Yeah, it's no surprise,
No
honestly.
surprise.
And you talk about other jockeys going other places for purses, etc. Well, when you're winning 4 races a day, and you get this kind of weather, why not be here
Yeah.
at Gulfstream Park?
And Irad now is 4 wins shy of 1,000 career victories at Gulfstream
Wow.
Park. Our buddy Phil came up with that in the office, so I wouldn't put it past him today.
I wouldn't either, not at all.
We got 10 races today.
Yeah.
Just prolific at the top of his sport. So one of the good guys, too. So great to see him back here at Gulfstream. Rainbow Six went to $50,000 yesterday. We were up to estimated $75,000 today. And again, a 10-race card today. So that will be in race number 5. But Firm Turf Course kicks things off in race 1, and that kicks off the early pick 5 as well. So we'll take a look at my ticket. $45 for me. I lost 3 top picks today,
Yeah.
including a long shot, which is a real bummer. So race number 3, top pick, scratched into the 7, New York. Race number 4, top pick in there is the 5, and that is our superhero. We've got a video of that one there. And in race number 5, we'll spread, and I'm on the 7. That is 4 top for Mike Maker. That's a $45 early pick 5 ticket. We'll start it off on the turf in race number 1. It's a maiden optional claimer. The Florida Breds do not need to be in for the $50,000 if they don't want. The TT pick 3 is back. That's right. It's going to be Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So here it is. I'm just going too deep here. The 11 drawing in is huge in this race, Brian. Race 4, I think we kind of have a similar horse, minus 1. I don't think what you had the 4. I didn't put the 4 in there. But my top pick is the one, Ennistown. And all the way to the finale, when you get there, I have the 1 on top, Oasis Prince. Wait, do I? I thought it was supposed to be the 9. Anyway, it's fine. 169. I'm to lock up the finale.
All right, $54. It's a 15% takeout,
Yeah.
$3 base wager, and routinely plays much better than the parlay.
Yeah.
So let's get into the opener now. And as Samantha said, a key draw in. Let's go through the scratches here. These are 2-year-olds. We are at 7.5 furlongs on the turf. The rail's at 31 feet here. $50,000, a maiden optional claimer. So scratch out the 6, Ramses the Great. Scratch out the 10, My Man Money. The 12, Suns Arising. The 13, Wind Street. The 11 draws in, and that is Pletcher, Irad, and Rapoli. And that's where you land.
Yeah, I think this is just a huge draw in for a horse that they didn't seem to expect too much first time out, just based off of everything. Debuting for a tag, Kendrick's aboard. He didn't break too well. I think everything is just point to this horse going to love getting some ground. I'm not a big fan of just immediately putting the blinkers on here, but it's all right. It's Irad. It's a lot longer run to the first turn than you think with the rails out at 31 feet.
It's the worst post position a horse can possibly have.
Yeah, but it's so, trust me, when you stand out there, you see it, there's a lot more. And he did break a little bit slow, but I will say this. You don't want to be too far off of it on this grass course. I mean, always, but there was a little give in it yesterday.
We saw it yesterday. Speed played as it always does. So, yeah, I'm going to just toss this horse completely. But, you play against these guys, especially Irad, at your own peril.
Right.
And like you said, it rubs me the wrong way. This horse was in for a tag on debut and didn't take 1 cent of tote action. I think the 8's good, too. That's the other thing. We see you later. The Lynch firster that I would assume will be favored by post time. If he's not favored in this group, something is up. We've got to work.
Yeah.
And this is an important work, too, because he worked with a horse we're going to see tomorrow as well.
Yes, exactly. And he's just he's breezing really, really good.
Yeah.
The cones were about the 2-path, 3-path here. You could see his stablemate was blowing the turn, so just
Really weird work for that
yeah,
horse.
not that horse just blew the turn completely. But We See You Later is just easy jiggy jogging in the park, as Ron would say. This was just as effortless as you could do a 59 breeze.
We're going
To
to show
me.
this to you again tomorrow because Mo Ladies actually starts running again.
Yeah, that
Very
was
bizarre.
odd. Yep.
Yeah, I like this horse a lot. This is a Half to Stone Silent, who we know around here. This is very surprising. 1 for 30, first-time starters on the turf at Gulfstream.
Yeah.
Brian's going to come down here loaded for bear. This horse is working huge. I would expect him to. I don't know how many in that sample could be as good as this one, or
That's fair.
pedigree
Yeah,
like this.
that's very fair.
Like this one. So I expect him to be a big player. You've got him as well. Zucchero down on the inside, the other Brian Lynch, and then Nickel C for Fox, trying turf and stretching out.
Yeah, he's got a very, very long stride.
Yeah.
He definitely travels like he's going to like the two
Right.
turns, Brian. He could be, he's one of those that it's like you walk a fine line between being cheap or being a grass horse.
Mm-hmm.
We'll find out a lot in 52 minutes about him.
Best Artist is going to stretch out. To me, Best Artist looks like a better horse than Skip Forward. Like they're the same kind of horse.
That's fair.
Stretching out.
Yeah.
But he's coming out of a maiden special. I know it was at Laurel, but still, I can't
Yeah,
imagine
it's
there
tough
was
turf racing there.
tough turf racing, and I don't think there's much at Belmont at Aqueduct for 75
That's fair, yeah.
at this point. So we'll see. Remains to be seen, unfortunately. Very early in the betting.
Yeah.
They're going to bet with both hands. And you got to just be right with IRAD. And because if you are right when they're wrong, you get rewarded.
That's fair.
Because they're going to just
Bet in both hands.
Bet,
yeah.
bet. Race number 2 kicks off the early pick 4, 6 furlongs on a fast main track. 12-5 claimers here, maiden claimers, 2-year-olds going at it. Let's scratch out the 4, Don't Go Astray. Scratch out the 5, Genie. And Samantha's on the 6, Eyes on the Ground. See, all right, we got to show. I thought this horse worked terribly.
Really?
Yeah.
He was really quick from the gate,
Okay.
but he didn't go very far. Global Aviator won first time out this past weekend, so that's good to see. He broke sharp, so he's on the outside here. And Global Aviator did exactly breaking from the gate to circle the field
Yeah, good
last
point.
time. So,
Yeah.
But yeah, he was very sharp. He just did this in hand. Now he doesn't stay this way for very long.
Right.
At about 4 furlongs or 3.5 furlongs, he really kind of spits it out. Now he has had 2 more works since then. That's a good sign here. At least we know he can be sharp from the gate.
Yeah.
And this is a barn that's clicking together. And for 12-5, I'll take it.
And Anthony Thomas is aboard, and he has ridden a lot of winners for Rohan
Yep.
Crichton, too. Good to see Rohan get a couple winners last week
Yes.
as well. Watch the tote on this horse. They're supposed to bet him. I think Hamden's clearly the horse to beat on the drop and getting back to the dirt.
Yeah, absolutely. The turf run, just, don't pay attention
No.
to that. But but Mubarak had a horse, too, like this yesterday that were quote-unquote supposed to win. Maybe
Yep.
this one's it. Good to see David Egan back. He got a win yesterday.
Absolutely.
So that was great. Yeah.
Yeah, that horse was, 3 to 5 yesterday? And
No.
it was dreadful.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah, well, look out. And now the gig 9 is the 9 for Antonio and Edgar Zayas.
Well, he ran okay.
ran okay.
Yeah, he just got kind of out-necked for second.
Yeah.
He just kind of made a middling move. It wasn't anything great, but he could move up.
Yeah, I agree, especially with a pretty big scratch.
And he's got more time between races
Yeah.
here, which is good.
Very
Those
good
the
point.
last 2, they were really close together.
Yeah, very good point. Race number 3, we're on the Tapeta, 5.5 furlongs in what is a 12-5 claimer, 3-year-olds and up, which I've never won 2 races. Scratch out the 1, Beauty Bolt. That was my long shot today. The 3 Valid Sense going to have Jonathan Ocasio aboard at 120. And Migratory, the 2, will not run with LASIK. So little bookkeeping there. We want to wish Mia Nichols a speedy recovery as well. Get her back here sooner rather than later. I scratch into the 7 way, way, way back yesteryear. This horse was really good on the Tapeta on debut.
Yeah, very good. This is my best bet
Okay.
today. I'm kind of just taking a little bit of a stab. I like this post position, Brian. I don't think this is a horse that needs the lead, and just by default now with the 6 the 5 other runners next to him in the gates now. Maybe he can just sit a really nice trip with
Right.
Edwin Gonzalez aboard. I'm just thinking that maybe trips wise, this horse might play out. And
Yeah.
it's a fresh horse too.
A fresh horse, hasn't been out since March 7th when he was just essentially walked across the
Yeah.
line. We'll see. It's not ideal, but we talk about this a lot. Maybe just at the end of the day, that's where he is.
Right. Yeah.
12-5
Yep.
claimer, and we'll see. If it's not him, I would think it's Lazio because for Mary Leitner was a voided claim at Colonial, but he's got good form. Although he's never
Yep.
won on the Tapeta, his races are better than these.
Yep, they are, and he's right there
Yeah.
all the time, and this seems like a nice, cozy spot for him to drop in,
Yep.
and he's gelded now. So
Yep. Loud applause, got some speed facing winners, and he's a first-time gelding
Yeah.
as well, so he's a speed play in here. Race number 4, back on the turf. Statebreds go at it here. It's an optional claimer for 3-year-olds and up, a clean field of 7, a mile and a 16th. The rails, again, out at 31 feet today. You are on the inside with Ennistown for Mike Trombetta and Irad.
yeah, this horse is going to be bet. The 2 mile and an 1/8 races, they were okay, but I prefer the mile race at Saratoga a little
Very
bit
good
more
effort.
there. Yeah, the Belmont at Aqueduct race, the second place finisher came back to win. It was like a 35 non-2, so
Yep.
it wasn't a big race by any means, but at least we know that there's a little bit of form there. This horse has shows some kind of dirt speed, so
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to be too far out of
No,
it.
Irad will keep him in
Yeah.
this race early. He
Yeah.
was close to 47-3 last time.
Yep.
He better be close because my horse is loose in here.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't, we don't know how good our superhero is. We'll show you his win last time. There's nobody in here that's going to run with him early.
No.
Okay, he is facing winners today. He will have to run better than he did last time, but this was a pretty solid effort off a freshening
Yeah.
as well here on the turf where he wired our superhero. Do we have it, guys? Not here.
There we go. Yeah, at even money.
Yeah.
But this is how an even money is supposed to win, because this was pretty impressive.
Yes.
He just kept going, gone. It was really a big effort for Live Oak Plantation. They paid a pretty penny
Yeah,
for
they
this
did.
horse. Yeah. And he showed up, which is great to see. They had to stop on him for a little bit, but he came back in good fashion. And hey, if you squeak loose like this, I just don't know if they'll catch him.
Right.
That's going to be tough.
Right, and obviously, as you mentioned, they paid $650 for this horse.
Yeah.
It's taken some time. They've had to start and stop with him, but he might be rolling pretty good now. And
Yep.
like I said, he should be able to control in here with an alert beginning, and I think that makes him very, very dangerous.
Right.
Smart Striker's got good turf races on the go back, and
Yeah.
those were the Statebred races too.
Yeah, they were, especially when you look at horses like Private Thoughts.
Right.
Of that grass race sticks out pretty big.
So I know the last 2 times he's been on turf, maybe they haven't been great. You can forgive the Tampa race. That can be a little bit of a funky course over
Yeah.
here. I don't think he ran that poorly against Open Company starter optional claimers on October 4th. So I think he's a player
Yeah.
in here as well. So 4 down, 6 to go. When we come back, it's Rainbow Six time. Ron's got that ticket, $75,000 in the estimated jackpot. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Gulfstream today. Brian and Samantha with you on a beautiful Friday afternoon. 10 races. Hope to see you out here as we just kind of get in the championship meet going. Back on turf today as well, a fast main track. And, of course, Ron Nicoletti with a Rainbow Six at $75,000 in the estimated jackpot. Let's see what Ronnie's got working today.
Yeah, let's check it out here. 4320, the playbook play, no singles. So wonder we'll get with him and see whose best bet is a little bit earlier. But race 6, just 2 of them. This is a nice maiden special weight here. Maybe some horses going places, but he's got the 3 and the 6 in there. Race number 7, he's got the 3 and the 5. That's Piquant and Dime Poppy. I know that's your best bet today.
Yep.
Race 8, just 3 of them, 3 deep for him. The race totally changed with the scratch of the 7 high limit room. That'll be a good one. I think it kind of opens it up a little bit. Race 9, just 2 for him. The 6 and the 7 show off and good, better, best. And in the finale, the 1, 5, and 9. Peppermint Man, Message of Hope with Irad on the outside and Jose D'Angelo. That's play against them at your own peril, too.
Big scratch in race 9 as well with I Love Venezuela.
Yeah.
In her speed coming out 4 in a row, she's won on the Tapeta, so she's out. But let's start it in race 5 on the Tapeta. At a mile and a 16th, it's a $25,000 starter allowance, 3-year-olds and up. Scratch out the 8, Disattached, along with the 11, MacTub. Difficult race. I think there's different ways you can go in here. And you are, I guess that'll be all the way on the outside now. And that is the 10, and that is 2 beers by 10, Irad and Maker teaming up.
This is funny. I thought that I actually did mess up my picks here, but I thought that this is a perfect exacta for you and Ron. You are 2 beers by 10, and Ron is lost and confused. Isn't that great?
That is great.
I just was thinking of that.
Ron is lost and confused.
Yep. 2 beers by 10. Wired at Indiana, 2 starts back, has speed. It's Irad. It's Mike Maker. Mike Maker's he's kind of jamming a lot in.
Yeah, got a lot of them.
Yep, that's good to see this weekend at least. Has some nice races that fit here, and I think that speed from the Indiana turf course will carry him on the Tapeta okay.
You know, Mike's got 2 horses down from Indiana. Yeah. 2 beers by 10 is 1 in his only start on Tapeta as well, so make sure you note that.
Yeah.
I'm just on the other Maker. I think we'll get a better price. That's, one of the reasons. I kind of feel like he's been in maybe a little better form. I know 2 beers by 10's got that big win 2 back, but it's kind of stuck around some ugly performances. 4 Top has got a win on the Tapeta here too.
Exactly, yeah. So both of the Makers seem pretty dangerous here.
Lost and confused, as you mentioned. Now here's your price in here for Guadalupe Preciado, who won a couple races late in the Sunshine Meet. This is an interesting horse trying Tapeta today for the first time.
Well, this is actually my long shot. I had to change some things around to make a long shot here today, and Lost and Confused is that. So sorry, guys, that's my fault. I will fix that. Yeah, never tried the Tapeta, which I find kind of interesting. It's not a bad thing to try something new against a field that are 4, 5, 6 years old. And like you said, this is a very dangerous. This is a sneaky barn with that. With some of these horses that he runs, and it's not by accident that they're putting him in on the Tapeta here. So
homebred for Joe Mbisi, and like I said, this is a barn that's already got. It's not going to show in the stats, but at the end of the Sunshine Meet, had a couple of wins. Late pick 5 gets going in race number 6, and as Samantha said, good maiden special way. You're gonna. This might be like a Mucho Macho Man kind of race, right?
Yeah,
the timing's perfect.
Yep.
I think to get these guys to that race, the winner. At least. Flat 1-turn mile on a fast track for the 2-year-olds. Scratch out the 4 Redemption Hour. Scratch out the 5 Gregarious. It's going to bring us with a field of 5, but 4 of them could be pretty darn good, and Kenny McPeak's got a first-time starter as well. Let's take a look at her late 5 ticket.
I'm singling. There was look, I wanted to use the 6. It doesn't make sense to use them both, Brian. So for the sake of it, I'm just going to single here. Race 7, just 2 of them for me. Dime Poppy and Venezuelan Hope. I almost switched it and just singled the 5, your best bet, and then use the 2 in race 6. But anyway, there's 2 ways you could play that, I guess, for me. Race 8, this is a tough one. I scratch into the 5-3-0, so I think the race kind of changes. If you have a big budget, I almost thought about buying this race maybe. It's something weird I feel like is going to happen. I don't think there's anybody that's completely out of it. Race 9, The 7, Good, Better, Best, is who I do have on top. And again, with Isla Venezuela being out, it kind of really opens up the race. And in the finale, I've got Cognoscenti, Message of Hope, and Oasis Prince.
Yeah, scratches in race 9 really make Good, Better, Best tough now because the other speed came out of the race as well. Good one, as we said, to kick things off here. We'll start with Samantha's top pick. The Pulse ran, I don't know if weird or odd is the right way. The Pulse had maybe just no idea what he was doing.
Yeah.
For about 35
That's
seconds or so.
what it seemed like. Yeah. So
way out of it.
Yeah. This was just they're off, you lose. Drew the rail. Again, that's what happens when you draw the rail sometimes. This right here. By the way, Blame Yourself was. This was an epic performance by the winner for Barboza. I was like shocked at this, but this horse came running at the end, and now we'll stretch out another furlong. If Safi's debuting this horse at the 7 already, you know that there's going to be some distance in there, and look at this. Quite flattered.
You know what worried me is I don't think he broke bad.
Yeah.
He just has no speed. And the other thing that worries me a little bit too is I fear there might have been a bit of an optical illusion there.
That's fair.
The other two were walking home to give the impression that he was
flying home,
running really fast. But the stretch out is just massive for this horse. The post position swap is huge for him as well. And there's going to be some speed in this race for him too. So I think that's big. You've got the 2. You got 1 reward?
No, I completely messed up everything. I don't know. Yeah.
Well, we'll talk about 1 reward. Yeah. Tessa Bisha is the wife of Will Walden and his assistant, I found out from my buddy Kevin Kirstein. So we appreciate that. And 1 reward, an OXO Homebred's got some speed. He's probably going from down there with Jaramillo aboard.
You have to, and you wonder does he just get a lead and take a breather and just wire everybody?
Right.
That's a real possibility. Now, the race he's coming out of, I'm sorry, if Tagermine is defeating you, I don't know how much I like that.
Right.
But he's worked well since then, and this is a very dangerous barn in Kentucky, so watch out here.
The morning line favorite is Vino Vici for Pletcher and the Calumet Homebred. I think he's going to like getting back to 1 turn.
Yes.
What do you think?
I think so, too. And further ado, holy moly, he was really good in the Jockey Club, the Grade 2. He won that race next out. Well, maybe not really good.
I didn't think he was very good, to be honest with you,
but he's going to be the steam horse. I mean, he's the next best thing.
Yeah,
apparently.
He might be the favorite for the Derby next year. Brad Cox runner that won this race by 20. Like, he did come back to win the Jockey Club the other day. So you can't beat him up that much, but he's a horse everybody has latched on to. You know, this horse was 20 lengths behind, but he was in second. The 2 sprint runs were very, very good at Saratoga. It's Pletcher. It's Edgard. Irad lands on the 3 Diamond Knife, who I quite personally don't like at all.
I don't either.
Didn't bet 14-1 on debut for Jose D'Angelo. Kind of odd.
Yeah, and I kept watching the race trying to find something to like about him. And, I mean, no disrespect to the horse or anything, but I don't know.
Couldn't agree more. Total fade. I think that, to me, 7-6 or maybe that's where I'm going to leave it at and, you know, be aggressive in here. Maybe it's one of the horses you can play against. Late pick 4 kicks off in race number 7. We're at $170. Mile 70 on the Tapeta. 3-year-olds are 4 and up, which have never won 3 races. This is a clean field of 9. And my best bet is your top pick as well. D-May Poppy really gets the best of it, dropping out of that huge turf race where I thought he ran pretty good, actually.
Yeah, he really did. It was kind of a sneaky good race that day. And that was a tough $35,000 or $25,000 level. This is a huge drop in class. It's going to be, I'm sure, what you like about this. The first time on the Tapeta for trainer Carlos David.
Wow, it's huge. I mean, we talk about this time and time again, how good this barn is. And Tapeta, I think, is at the top of the list. And I just love the fact that he tried him on turf. And this horse kept his form. He ran big on turf. For him to be beaten less than 2 lengths in that spot is a good effort. And now back on turf, out of the 2 L's, I will say that. But I think he's going to be tough in here. Venezuela's Hope, Scott Irad. It's Danny Hertak, who quietly does some pretty good work off the claim.
I don't think that Irad is going to let this horse out too far out the back. I think he's flattered with looking for Rose's second-place finisher coming back to win. But this horse here, if he can stay close, he might grab a share, or I wouldn't be surprised if he wins it, because he's 4 for 4 in the money, no worse
Yep.
than second on the
Yep,
Tapito.
and he was nosed out at the level 3 starts
Yeah.
back, too, at this 12.5,
Yeah.
even though he dipped down to 8 to get the win last
Yeah.
time. He's in very, very good form. Could be a good claim for Danny and
Yeah.
Donna. Race number 8 kicks off the late pick 3. We're on the Tapita here at 5.5. Very salty starter optional claimer here for 3-year-olds and up. Samantha alluded to it. The big scratch, and arguably the biggest one on the card today, is the 7 high limit room.
Yeah.
Your 8-5 morning line favorite is out, but what it also does, and what she alluded to, is really makes this a really competitive race where you could go a lot of different ways in here. We'll show you the race. Mr. Narcissistic's going to win. 3-0 is going to run second. Fast Fixer's going to run third. Val Furious is going to run fourth by a half length.
Yeah, they were all right
there. Yeah.
And there was a couple of things happening, because Fast Fixer did not break at all.
Right.
And Falfurious was a bit slow to break, too. Can we get that replay,
Yeah,
guys?
guys, we got the replay?
Maybe, yes. So I think that makes a big difference. I mean, you see those two. They're the two chicklets in the back. Mr. Narcissistic, he's so consistent. He really is. And now he's first off the claim for Barry Croft. And he's kind of striking while the iron's hot.
Yeah.
And Barry Croft does a good job with that.
Does. Barry is
Yeah.
another quietly Barry 3 for 12 off the claim.
Yep.
So here's
Thank you, guys.
Falfurious and Fast Fixer out the back, and that's just not really ideal. You're going to have problems beating good horses doing what they're trying to do
Yep.
here. So I want to credit them for running so well, but there's also a reason why they didn't win. When you're spotting these guys, here's Mr. Narcissistic drifting way out, trying to get some popcorn from the rail here,
Yeah.
the grandstand rail. He came back and actually ran pretty darn good, because Safi wheeled him back on, what was that, 8 days rest there?
Yeah, I know, that was quick. That was a big
Yeah.
ask. And now you would think that he's got a win, a second, a win, a second, a
Yep.
win, a third. Win?
Yeah, this is his level, too. To his
Absolutely.
credit, that's an optional claimer. 1x25 is not really his thing, and he ran well that day. So, we'll see what Barry can do with him if he can maintain the form. Samantha said, and we did 25%. He does a very, very good job off the claim. 3-0's got the proven form as well. Fast Fixer, ran so well too. Falfurious is probably going to try to loop him. That's probably not going to work, but a very, very competitive 8th race. Let's go to race number 9 now on the Tapita at 1.16 miles. Another starter optional claimer. This is for the gals, fillies and mares, 3-year-olds and up. That big scratch that I mentioned is the 4 I Love Venezuela. Had won 4 in a row on Tapita. Ganesh is out too. She wasn't going to let anybody get too far away early. I always did have the 7 on top though, because good, better, best, I think, is just better.
Yeah, I did too. She's been very consistent lately. Steve Caceres has got her in awesome form, and it seems like Jose Morelos always just knows when to punch it with her, which is good. When she's been defeated, it's been by some really tough horses.
Exactly, and you look at her last 3 races, the 3 races with Steve, and those fields are comfortably better than this one. I feel sorry for Show Off, because I worry the same thing's going to happen today that happened to her last time. I Love Venezuela got loose. Here it is here. Thanks, guys. And she forgot to stop, as she's known to do. Well, now she's out, but I kind of feel like we could just replace her with good, better, best, because I think that's what she's going to do.
I know. I see. When I watched this race, Brian, I thought that the winner was the only one worth playing back. And now with I Love Venezuela out, you kind of wonder, okay, is this one that should you use horses like this now?
Yeah.
Show Off is interesting on the Tapita, because she just kind of jumps up and down on it, but she wins on it. So, and then Oshala never switches leads.
Yeah.
So I don't know what to do. I prefer Show Off to Oshala.
Well, absolutely.
But I don't know. It's like everything you think you know about the Tapita, you don't know sometimes. So
and, Joe Bravo, you see him there. He's doing everything he can to try to keep Show Off close enough to maintain contact with I Love Venezuela, and that's probably what cost her a little bit in the lane, because you get the horse running loose on the lead, and you're trying to keep up, and he was just kind of in no man's land there. She ran well, but again, if they're going to let somebody get loose in here, she's going to be up against it again. Really, really good betting race to end the card today. Race number 10 is at a mile on a firm turf course, $25,000. 2 L's here, 3-year-olds and up. The rails again at 31 feet. No scratches. A late change though. Peppermint Man, the 5. Eduardo Perez will ride. Edgar Perez, will ride the 5 in that spot there. So we've got a field of 9. We're a little bit all over the place with the same kind of horses.
Yeah.
You are outside again with. You're going to try to. Irad's going to earn his title today with 2 horses from way outside on bad posts.
Yeah, not ideal, but it's a mile.
Yeah.
Again, it's really, seriously, whenever I stand out there, I almost took a picture for you yesterday because it's really a huge run. I know you're laughing, but come on out there with me. Put your little sneakers on.
I know it's a lot closer than this one. It's a mile and a 16th. I know that.
Okay, that's fair. But anyway, he's got speed too.
Yeah, well,
he does.
that's true.
Yeah, so that helps quite a bit. And he came off a win. Now he's coming back pretty quick with Jose D'Angelo. But Jose D'Angelo, it's kind of been his MO the past couple of weeks, and it's working.
Facing winners today.
That's tough.
For the first time.
Very
and
tough.
That's what bugs me a
We'll
little
show
bit.
a stat. Oh, wow. You know what? This is the stat that's improved since I've done this.
First off the claim.
Oh, wait, sorry.
This is off the claim.
This is with IRAD.
Yeah.
So this is interesting. 2 for 5. That's
40%.
Yeah,
2
that's
for 5.
crazy.
Not a big sample. I just, if the intent is here, this is an aggressive move too.
It
By
is.
the way, he claims it for 12.5. He beats winners. He's in for a quarter today. This is a big rise in class, and unfortunately, I think you're going to take an underlaid price.
Mm-hmm.
The 6 has got to be favored in here. I get Irad. I'm
Yes.
sorry, but these races in New York that Cognoscetti is coming out of are way better than this group.
Yep, they are. The win was state bred maiden special weights, but again, very, very tough races that he's exiting. And I think he's going to be tough.
There's a lot of speed in here too, which is not something you usually say a lot.
I know,
on the
it's
turf.
Interesting, right?
Now that remains to be seen when the gates open, but on paper there's plenty of speed in this race.
Right.
Oasis Prince is the other one that ran pretty well last time, and that race that he ran is going to win more 25s than not.
You would think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although Corte de Fuego was not that great yesterday.
It wasn't good yesterday.
But
that's
he
for
was
sure.
way out of it. Yeah.
He's had a bad post position yesterday.
No. Okay.
We kid.
I know. We do.
Good card today. 10 of them for you. Let's take a quick look at the lightning round, what we got going on for the weekend, because we got the Jerkins tomorrow, and we have Beat the Expert as well. And we'll start it with the Jerkins. Going long, 2 miles.
Yeah.
On the turf tomorrow. I don't know. Tough race to love anyone. I thought it could be,
I know.
You know?
Yeah, and was it last year that Sir Lord Eddard Stark won?
Yes,
wired the field?
300 to 1.
Yeah, so here we go. We've got Risk Manager and
Bellini.
Bellini, yes. So this was this wasn't
This is Risk Manager start 2 starts back.
Right.
Bellini's last start.
Yeah.
And they ran very, very well. You got Mike Maker, who was just as good as anybody in these marathons.
Yeah,
And this is
you
a
just have
true
to-
marathon.
Exactly. Yeah, it
this
is.
is a true marathon, and Mike is so good. Miguel Clement's got Summer Cause, your morning line favorite.
Yeah,
I think
that's where I went,
Yeah,
I think.
I no problem where at all. I think Arnold Delacour's got Coiled, who I find a little bit interesting with a run all day kind of pedigree. So the Jerkins is fun, as is Beat the Expert.
Yep.
It's going to start tomorrow. Ron Nicoletti, the legend, will be your Beat the Expert tomorrow. We do this every Saturday during the championship meet. Click on the website and check it out.
Yeah, I think it's the final 3 races. You win up to $500. So a lot of fun.
Yep, absolutely, as is the TT Pick 3, and that is back today, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. As good a bet as we
15%,
offer.
Yep, low 15% takeout. 1, 4, and 10 today. This is such a fun bet, and to be honest, it's worth it to put some money into it. I
agree.
think because, like you said, it usually pays out very well.
Yeah, especially with these championship meet turf races that we have. You know, you're seeing 3-to-1 favorites, that
Right.
those kind of races.
They pay big.
They pay big, and that's where your value is. You get a mid-price contender at 7, 8-to-1. When you're talking about a $3 base wager, that horse can be 15-to-1.
Yes.
In those kind of sequences. Best bet for you?
It is New York, New York. The horse
you
you
go.
scratch into.
Yep.
Yeah.
I got him on top as well. I'm a little later with D-May Poppy in race number 7. No long shot for me. You?
Lost and Confused.
There we go.
Ronnie's horse.
Okay.
Just kidding.
15
Yeah.
to 1. So that's it. We've got 10 of them for you on a fun Friday. Ron's coming out for the opener. Stay tuned and best of luck.